ago.
How long have you been here in the Philippines?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Long time? Ah, okay.
12 years maybe.
Ah, okay.
Maybe 10, 12. I don't know. I don't keep track.
I'm curious about, I want to interview several expats, like
Huh?
several expats. I'm just curious. I want to interview on video. If someone would allow, like what made you come to the Philippines, like that.
I was working in Asia for a long time. I left Canada in 1986.
Very long time ago.
And I spent 9.5 years in Mexico. And then I went to Singapore and India and all different places. And I had worked also in Manila back in 96. And I knew when I retired, I was going to retire somewhere in Asia. I didn't know where.
Somewhere.
But then I thought it came down to either Thailand or the Philippines. And I chose the Philippines because, number one, the exchange rate is better for the dollar. Okay, and number two, English is not a problem here. Everybody speaks English, you know, instead of being in some place where they just speak Thai. And, you know, everybody speaks Visayan, they speak Tagalog. I don't care about that. But when I want something, I can talk to somebody, you know.
Yeah, you can communicate.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
before you
and
retired,
I
you've
looked
been
at,
to
I
a lot
looked
of
at other
countries.
places. I looked in Subic. I looked in Angeles. I looked in Cebu. I looked in Panglao. I looked at a few places. And for 2 or 3 years, I'd come here a couple times a year and stay here. And I met a guy in Cebu at a bar called, a hotel actually, called Southern Cross, sold by a New Zealand.
You met a guy?
Yeah, sitting at the bar beside me.
Filipino?
Huh?
Filipino?
Yeah, no, he's an American.
American.
And he asked me we could talk. He says, "What do you do?" And I told him, and he said, "Have you ever heard of Dumaguete?" And I said, "No." So there was a map on a pillar there, a round map, and he said, "Oh, I'll show you where it is." So he showed me where it is, and I said, "Oh, what's it like?" So we got talking, and he said, "I'm going home tomorrow." He said, "Why don't you come with me?" So the next day I got on the ferry with him, and we came to Dumaguete, and that was my first time in Dumaguete.
What year was that?
Oh, huh?
What year was that?
I don't know. I can't remember.
90s or 2000? Early 2000?
2000 and something, 2010 maybe.
Okay.
But I thought, yeah, it's okay. That 12 years ago, it was a whole different place then, you know. But Robinson's was here, the airport was here, hospital, Silliman was here, so it had those things for me.
The vibe is still about the same. Like
Yeah.
there's coffee shops.
Yeah, there was Casablanca, you know.
I think there's already
Wainan,
both.
all those places were here. And so Pastor King was here then. And I came back, I stayed about a week and I came back again. And I went to Tagbilaran. And I had retired then and I was used to traveling pretty light.
Yeah.
Okay, I traveled with 30 kilos and that was it. Anything more than 30 kilos, I threw it away.
Yeah. You always wear plain shirts. I've observed. Your t-shirts are always plain.
Yeah.
I have observed.
Yeah.
And then
I wear my t-shirts out really. But I decided that I was going to come and live here. I had gone to Panglao and I liked Panglao. But,
expensive.
well, not so much that. I wasn't too worried about that. But it was hard to find a place to live. There wasn't very much available. I didn't like Tagbilaran.
Yeah.
And then I realized, well, Panglao, that there was a certain time of the year it was full of fucking tourists. And I thought, you know, get me away from here. So I came here. Mike and his wife helped me find a place. I moved in. Mike's wife was friends with my wife. That's how we met. So we were together 8 years before we got married.
Okay.
A long time. So, anyway,
How do you find
That's my
the
story.
vibe here? How do you find the vibe here when you found this place? Like, it's a chill vibe. How do you find the vibe?
when I first got
the
here,
flavor of the place. Yeah.
when I first got here,
Yeah. Not very busy at the same time. Not
Yeah.
very laid back. in the
it had
middle.
everything I wanted, but it wasn't really busy.
Yeah.
Not like now. You know, not like now. I mean, the traffic now is crazy. I don't like it at all.
Everybody had a barking dog. And I said,
And there's way more foreigners now than there was when I first got here.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many.
And they say the good thing about Dumaguete, including Valencia, is that everything is just near each other.
Yeah.
Like you can go to the mall, then you can go if your friend is in a coffee shop somewhere. It's just
Yeah, it's
5 minutes
10
away.
minutes, yeah.
If you can walk, you can walk.
Yeah, sure.
And
But,
there are
you know,
convenience stores. There's both, so almost everything you
now when I go somewhere,
need. Very traffic.
yeah, I pick the time that I'm gonna go.
But I think after some time, maybe a few years, once some establishments will be transferred to the diversion road, maybe it will decongest that place a little bit, the city. Because, example, some offices might be transferred to the diversion road, or some, maybe a businessman will put up a mall in there or a department store, so some people will go to.
Well, where I live, I mean, it's a dead-end street, you know, in Kendawai.
Yeah.
It's just a small street. It's only about maybe the same size as this street.
Okay.
Okay, maybe 150 meters, 200 meters at the most. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Houses?
There's about maybe 6 or 7 houses on it. That's all. I can think of 5 vacant lots.
Okay.
The lots aren't as big as this. These are all 1,000 square meters.
1,000 square meters?
Yeah.
Those lots? Yeah, I think.
Like this is 1,000 square
1,000.
meters. Anyway, I'll let you do what you want to do, man.
Yeah, and it's near some tourist spots, right? It's near nature, it's near the mountain, and there are beaches, and it's near Siquijor, Dumaguete, right? Do you agree? One of the nice things about Dumaguete is that it's near Siquijor, or it's near like Darwin, where there's lots of
Yeah.
you can dive.
Well, the only thing I don't like about Dumaguete, 2 things. One of the traffic, and 2, there's no beaches in town.
Except Darwin, that's fine.
Yeah.
Not
well, I
white
gotta drive
sand.
an hour to a beach.
Yeah. There's
I
no
don't
beach
like
right
that.
here. Yeah. I think only 30 minutes, Darwin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Don.
After
I think
the initial term,
at
whatever
least-
it is, 6 months, whatever it is, then it's month to month after that, or do you know?
I'm sorry, this is Ian. We're going to do the video today, too.
So mo.
Arlene and Ara, right? Yeah, thank God I remember. I've known you girls for what, 5, 6 years, and I don't know your names? Isn't that so?